old chicken coop here. All we gotta basically do is make our cuts for our 2x4s to go in between for support, and then we can start setting the top on, and that should be it. We'll go from there. Okay, I've got this support here that won't fit on that end. I'll show you guys when I get up there anyways. But I'm going to have to cut the end of this board a certain way. So, this camera sucks. I made my marks here where I got cut out. Just cutting out that section. See what happens. I'm using this spare board so that way I don't screw up the good wood that we have. Alright, so this is kind of what it's supposed to look like, but this is a spare piece of wood, so it's like the test dummy. So, where I'm putting it, it's supposed to fit. Look at that. Put a screw going inside there, maybe just toenail bunch. And then it'll run across to there. So this cut's good. I just gotta do it without screwing up. So just gonna trace it. Still wobbly. But I got this on. Maybe if we add more to it. And that's it. Just put 2 screws in the top. I don't know if I'm going to put one down here because they'll split. I was going to toenail on the side, but I don't think I need that either. So, 2x4s can support a lot of weight. Alright, so we got all this done. Now we just have to put our sheets of plywood on top. Anchor that down. We get some shade. So, let me get those. So I started throwing up the pieces, and of course nothing ever lines up right. I'm gonna have to put some extra 2x4s up here in the front, just so they have something to tie onto with the sagging. The back's fine. It's, if you can see, it's just gonna be extra ventilation windows. This piece here overhangs, so I just got to get the plywood to work in my favor and how to get this all tied in. I mean, that's why I got these center boards, but I don't know. I'm just going to have to move around like a puzzle piece and put everything into place. This sheet's supposed to go straight back, and then we got the rest of the flooring piece that we cut here to fill in the gap up top. So I'm just going to go around and find some 2x4s to fill in these front braces and see if that helps us out any. So I'll be right back. Alright, so basically I found an old piece of barn wood, which we got a ton of it. And this looks like a true 2x4, but we're going to use that up here as these supports, and then we'll see how that works. Alright, so I just dropped my phone and broke my microphone thingy, whatever bracket. Anyways, so I got this board up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it toenailed it in. This is the old barn wood that we're using, and we're just going to surround the whole perimeter inside. That gives something for the plywood to rest on. This window's done because we're putting wired window in there for ventilation, which doesn't make sense because the whole coop is ventilation. But anyways, I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm told. But now I've got to add a 2x4 up here so I can make this level or flush even with the board going across. I didn't do that here. So I'm gonna do that, measure this, put that one up. And then I'm debating if I should add barnwood across the back here. It doesn't look like it sags as much as it did up front. So that's not going to be overhang, it's going to be back more like this. And we're putting metal up here, I think. I think we're putting metal or shingles. I think we were wanting to do metal because the way this is angled, our slope is going towards the front of the coop. So that way, what we can do is we come out here and we can run a gutter system here, because everything's kind of sloped downhill. Gutter system down this way, and then we're going to have a rain catch system on this side, and that's going to be the water for the chickens. That's my plan. So it's just, I got to move the plywood around as puzzle pieces and got to get it all fit right. But it's coming together. This wind though, I got to beat the wind. It's moving this plywood around like nothing. So let me get to putting this piece up on the door, and well, that'll be it. Got us on a broken tripod now. It's my old one. So we'll see what happens. It might fall over being so top heavy. Bear with me then. So I already got the 2x4 here secured. I'm just going to measure across here, and it's, say, 32-inch cut. Make this piece a little different. There. There's our ceiling. Alright, I'll have to get stuff secured down here. That's that. Okay. Got this side done, that's fine. So basically, we had to flip our boards around. Instead of running our plywood sheets all three this way, we're running these two in that direction. The third one's going to go this way. And our piece that we got to patch it in, like an extra piece to fill in the gap, is going in the middle. So that's what we're doing right now. Alright, now we're adding a 2x4 like across the seam here. And there goes the pallet. Oh my god. Mother, I'd say some words right now. So now we're just gonna go ahead and add supports back here in the back wall for the plywood where it's sagging. I'll just go ahead and do that now and close that off. So we're making cuts and doing that on the 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 3, I already made 1, so we'll do that. So my camera died when I was putting up our cross supports. I'll let you know what I did. So all we did was run the 2x4 beam in the back, one up top. The camera's already. And then that just covered the whole seam there. I'm debating if we should run the 2x4s in the back to help with the sagging. I know on this one I might. The other two I might just put chicken wire up. So the top of the pallets are going to stay open. Bottom part's going to be barnwood slats. Any scrap wood we got laying around, but we're going to put that on halfway up. Got our flooring in here, the roll. It is this stuff right here. I'm just gonna lay this down. Get the nesting box in place. We still gotta take it out, sand it, paint it. We're gonna paint it white. And then we're gonna hang it up about this high. Probably on these pallets here. No higher than that. See. Right now I'm working on the chicken door. That was easy. I done that off camera. I didn't know the battery was dead. Basically, we just took a saw and cut out sections of the pallet, measured it out, took some parts off of a blue pallet, took a nail gun, framed it, put the bottom in, come run back outside. Now we're working on the door, which it's uneven now that I look at it. This needs to go probably a little bit low. Well, no, this piece won't matter. We're going to be hanging this piece here. And then our door is just going to slide in here. And that's it. But that's what I'm doing right now. So, yep. That's why I hate using a nail gun, because you mess up, you can't remove. Piece of plywood. I had an old rabbit cage. I'm just going to use that. Okay, got my cut. It's a thin board. It's going to warp, I think, but it'll work for good time. Maybe nail something here. There we go. Open the door. Sweet. Okay guys, that is it for the night. We got a lot done today. We got the roof on, the truss is secured, and the chicken door started. So tomorrow, or whenever the next day, we'll finish the chicken door out, and then we'll lay the flooring, and then work on our roost. So see you guys then.